Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today is 25th April 2023. My name is T.S.V. Raghavan and I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. This is my spiritual vlog on YouTube. Haribol TRSV Nectar NECTAR Nectar. In this particular vlog, in my previous videos, we have been discussing about the knowledge and information that we have gleaned through the study of spiritual books, scriptures, contemplation on the material universe, and meditation on the spiritual universe. This particular video is no exception to that rule. In fact, it is a mere continuation of what we have been doing in my previous videos. Kindly subscribe to this vlog and press the bell icon so that I may keep reminding you of my other videos. Now let us start talking about the current subject. Spiritualism is a gift, a rare gift which only rare people get. You are extremely fortunate if you are interested in spiritualism because spiritualism is the actual summary of life. It is this spiritualism which guides a living entity, especially a human living entity, towards self-realization, liberation, and final deliverance into the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This spiritual journey is quite interesting, long, very tasty, very blissful, and very entertaining. As I said, it is quite long. Hence, if you are lucky enough to enter the path towards spiritualism, you are one of the fortunate few who can enjoy bliss at every step you take towards self-realization. The journey is quite long and interesting. However, a person who is on the path to divinity enjoys heaven at every step. He or she can enjoy drinking every drop of nectar that flows down this path into the mouth of the pilgrim who wants spiritualism as a way of life. Spiritualism is a subject that one must be fortunate and intelligent to have grown into him or her. Once you get totally addicted to spiritualism, there is no looking back. There is no looking back in the sense that every step you take in spiritualism in any particular birth remains there in your next birth also. In your next birth, you need not start from zero. You start as a seeded player from the step where you were in your last birth. As for example, if you made progress in spiritualism up to say 10 steps and then your end in that particular life came, no problem. You as a soul are alive all the time. You take birth in another body in your next birth, and then you start not with zero or from zero, but from the 11th step. Not only this, in the previous 10 steps, you enjoyed some nectar in your previous birth. Now you are so used to that nectar that you begin drinking it automatically from your very next birth. And this goes on till you reach self realization, then liberation, and ultimately you are delivered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Once you get an interest in spiritualism, especially in divinity, there is no problem. As the internationally renowned Mr. Sanjeev Malik, spiritual teacher, has mentioned, you can begin by looking within yourself into the universe within yourself through the third eye that is situated between the two eyebrows. In that process, if you want, you can fix your gaze of the other two eyes on the Manipuraka chakra or the umbilical cord. This because it is easier to start your spiritual journey from there. Once you enter the universe within, you come across an unending or seemingly unending dark tube or gallery which proceeds from the Manipuraka chakra to the Sahasrara chakra, and there it opens like the mouth of a well into the eternal space. This complete journey inside this tube or this tunnel is quite dark with small sparks of beautiful stars as per your imagination, and you not only get used to this dark passage sooner or later, but you even start enjoying the bliss, the peace, the silence, and the total darkness of that particular gallery. Once you reach saturation point in this journey and you manage to reach the Sahasrara Chakra, you can peer into the eternal space which is full of brilliant stars that are twinkling at you. You enjoy this space where you are alone in a silent, dark space, enjoying your journey towards bliss and self realization. Not only this, according to an apocryphal story told by Mr. Sanjeev Malik, once Swami Gautam Buddha was walking down the road of one particular village with his disciple. Suddenly, Gautama the Buddha told his disciple, I am feeling very thirsty. I want to drink some water. Why don't you go around, find out if there is a river, and bring some water for me? The disciple immediately proceeded towards a river or in search of a river. He came across a river which was quite dirty because some people were bathing their buffaloes and some women were washing their clothes, dirty clothes, in that river. Disgusted, this disciple went back to Gautama the Buddha. He said, Yes, I saw a river, but the water is extremely murky and dirty thanks to the people who are washing their clothes or bathing their buffaloes. Gautama the Buddha smiled at the disciple. He said, I would suggest that you go there, wait for some time for these people to leave, and then stand there to find out if you get fresh water because I am really thirsty and I want water. The disciple returned to this river. By the time he reached that river again, the people had started leaving. Women went back to their homes and men to their buffaloes' sheds. The water was still murky. The disciples stayed there patiently. Slowly, the dirt in the water began settling down into the bottom. And lo and behold, to the surprise of the disciple, there was very clear water at the top of the river or in the surface of the river. This disciple took some water, clean water from the river and went back to Buddha. Buddha asked him, How did this happen? The disciple told him the whole story. Gautama the Buddha smiled at the disciple. I am not at all thirsty. I wanted to give you a teaching, and this was my way of giving it to you. Today you saw that there is a lot of murk in the water which settles down slowly and the clear water appears sooner or later. Same is the case with every human living entity. Every human or other living entity is passing through several infinite births and deaths. If it is not human, these living entities have only memories, whereas when it is human, this person has both memories as well as karma. There is a very, very thick layer of sanchit karma, which may be good, bad, or indifferent, but everything is material. If a person manages to work out all this sanchit karma and comes out of adding new karma, he will see the clear side of his own soul or psyche, his or her. That is, all the mud and the dirt in our own karma is making the river in us quite murky and dirty. If we manage to clear all this karma in our lives and try not to add new ones in it, then we come across the really clean soul which is eternally blissful and shining. And this we can enjoy and use for our own self realization, liberation, and final deliverance into the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this particular matter. Please give me your own expert thoughts, opinions, and views on this subject so that I may include everything into mine and blend everything together for the sake of this society. Before concluding, let me remind you that I am also a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. Spiritualism happens to be my favorite subject. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.